Can you describe the place where you live? Okay, my place is on the third floor. It has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and one kitchen and, one living room. Well, I think my family spends a lot of time watching movies, playing board games, and having tea together in the living room, which has a big TV, a couch, and a nice coffee table we recently bought. What's your favorite room in your apartment or house? My bedroom is what I like the most. It has a king-size bed and a comfy chair. I like to have my own time reading or playing guitar in my room. Well, plus, it has a large window that lets in abundant natural light. Are the transport facilities to your home very good? Yes, the subway station is quite close to where I live. It takes about like 5 minutes to walk there. Plus, there are many buses that run in the area, and the bus stop is right in front of my doorstep. Can you fix things? Well, it depends on what things we are referring to. I mean, I can't fix any errors on my computer, but when it comes to my bicycle, I can fix some minor problems. Well, actually, my friend Leah, who is a semi-expert on this, taught me how to fix minor issues on a bike, which was so helpful. Did anyone teach you to fix things when you're a child? When I was in primary school, I used to learn sewing skills that I can use to repair ripped clothes and stuff. Well, I wasn't really good at it, but it was fun to learn. And surprisingly, those sewing skills have actually been really handy, and I still use them to this day. Do you think it is necessary for people to learn to fix things? Well, again, it depends on what things we are talking about, but generally speaking, I don't think it is necessary for people to learn to fix things if they can easily hire an expert to handle the repairs for them. When was the last time you had a few days off? A couple months ago, I had 3 days off from work, so I went to Jeju Island all by myself. Well, I had an incredible time, enjoying picturesque beaches and, going on hikes to the majestic mountains. It was great that I could have some alone time so I can fully focus on my feelings and thoughts. Yeah, I definitely had a blast. What do you usually do when you have days off? Well, I do many things like watching movies, riding a bike, reading books, or, just chilling at home. Well, I guess I usually go bike riding in the morning on my day off so I can start my day with a great mood. And I mostly stay at home just chilling. But sometimes I make plans with some friends and spend some quality time together. Do you usually spend your days off with your parents or with your friends? It really depends on the day or the situation, but I guess I tend to spend more time hanging out with some friends on my days off. Well, we usually hang out in the heart of downtown, where we can find all the cool cafes, famous restaurants, and some great shopping places. Yeah, we like to check out places that have good reviews and all. Describe a happy experience in your childhood. Okay, let me tell you about one of my happiest memories from my childhood. When I was 12, I traveled abroad for the first time on a family vacation to Bali. Of course, I could barely contain myself since it was the very first time flying on a plane and going to the foreign country. So on the first day of Bali, we rented a car and explored so many places, just going with the flow. Well, along the way, we stumbled upon a huge temple, which happened to be one of the most popular tourist spots. But we also came across a stunning beach, so we stopped and spent some time there. Well, I forgot the name of the beach, but I remember how picturesque it was. With the emerald water, golden sand, and impressive surfers riding the waves. It was unreal. I mean, we felt like we were in some kind of heaven. And we had dinner at the restaurant near the beach. My dad asked the waiter to recommend some popular Balinese dishes. So we had grilled pork, fried rice, and some kind of fish soup. Well, the fish soup was, shall we say, an interesting experience. It was very sour and salty. Plus, it had like strong fish taste. And my dad was the first person who tried the soup, and his reaction was priceless. I mean, he was about to puke. So we still talk about it from time to time, and it always makes us laugh so hard. Well, so the trip was filled with adventure. I mean, exploring the island without a plan was so much fun. Yeah, we definitely had a blast. Why do you think some people have a better memory than others? Well, that's true that some people have a great memory, that they can remember things a lot better than others. And the reason for that? Well, I guess it could be just a matter of genetics. Well, they are simply born with it. For example, my dad has an exceptional memory that he recalls every details easily, but he never made any efforts to improve his memory. So I mean, it's just a natural ability he has. What kinds of things do people prefer to remember nowadays? Well, that's an interesting question. Well, both in past and present, people like to remember memorable experiences, especially happy memories. They recall the times they had fun and felt blessed with their friends, loved ones, and family. I also have so many fond memories from my childhood. I vividly remember moments when I was happy and felt pleasant, such as our first family vacation to Bali, having picnics on weekends with family, and the chocolate ice cream that I always had after school. What do you think you shouldn't forget? Well, there are important things we shouldn't forget, like passwords for bank accounts and parents' birthdays, something like that. Well, especially if you forget your family or loved ones' birthdays, you're in trouble. So I remember a time when I forgot my brother's birthday, and to my surprise, other family members had forgotten as well. So the day after, when we realized our mistake, we urgently prepared a surprise birthday gift for him, a brand new laptop that he had been wanting for a long time. Yeah, so firstly, he was happy with the gift and everything turned out to be okay. Well, that could have been disaster. Why do some people remember more of their childhood than others? Well, there could be several reasons why some people remember their childhood vividly compared to others. But as far as I'm concerned, the main reason is that they have a bunch of amazing and happy memories that they just don't want to forget. Things like their first family vacation, the best birthday gift, or one of those super fun times hanging out with friends. Yeah, these memories are so special to them that they stick in their minds. What can people do to improve their memory? I remember hearing on the news that doing puzzles or playing certain board games can actually help improve memory. Well, that's why my grandma does puzzles on a daily basis. So whenever I visit her, we enjoy doing puzzles together. And it's surprisingly fun. We often get so absorbed in it that we lose track of time. And believe it or not, my grandmother always says that ever since she started doing puzzles regularly, she has noticed an improvement in her ability to remember things. What is the earliest memory that you can still remember now? Well, that's actually quite an interesting question. Let me take a moment to think about it. Well, my earliest memory, it'd have to be when my parents took me to this gorgeous park. It was filled with tall trees and all sorts of flowers. Although I can't recall all the specific details, I do remember feeling incredibly happy and captivated by the beautiful nature.